Good afternoon, and welcome to the first installment of Tech-ficient. My name is Dr. Martin. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm working at my favorite coffee house. That's the beauty of this role and this new position here, is I can work from anywhere. So let's get started. First of all, let's talk about why it is I have started Tech-ficient. I have started this video blog, and I'm sending these videos out to you. I think it's important for us to step back and realize just the immense amount of work and pressure that comes on educators today. It's outrageous. We are certainly overworked. We are certainly overloaded in a lot of cases. Teachers, administrators, everybody involved in the schoolhouse. And most of the public does not understand that, but we do. And so what I like to try to do is restore, hopefully, what I refer to as a work-life balance. Because the truth of the matter is this: is we work a lot, and most of us work more than 40 hours a week, 50 hours or more. I know I do. I know a lot of my great teachers do. But when you get to 55 hours of work, it starts to hurt you. And you start performing worse than you would at 40 hours. And when you get to 60 hours, listen, it's going to last 3 to 4 weeks, and then your productivity falls off. In 8 weeks, it gets even more worse. And let's face it, our teaching years are 36 weeks. And even at this point, vacation doesn't really restore productivity. So I've been focused on trying to find that work-life balance, if we ever can find that work-life balance. Because right now what we're in what's called work-life integration, where it has been integrated into your life. And we need to move back from that. So the point of this blog is to try to use technology to make your life more efficient, to make your job more efficient throughout the day, to save you time, and to move away from that work-life integration and more towards that work-life balance. Because I know you'll be better. I know I'll be better. And I know that we'll be better. When that happens, our students are better. So let's get started with that, all right? So one of the first tools I want to talk about is this great tool called Actively Learn. I'm going to show you a website that I have planned for my staff members to look at and to use. While this is loading up, I'll go to that website. It's called The Importance of Universal Design. It's a great article written by Harvard University. It's a great web page. And what would have happened in the past? In the past is I would have used this web page, and I would have had to gone through this great article. I would have had to copy and paste it all, and I'd go through this whole thing, copy it, open up a Microsoft Word document, paste it in there, go back through it, make sure that the formatting is correct, delete pictures if I need to, make sure that I don't go from one page to the next page and it doesn't make sense. So go through and edit it so the flow from page to page is good. And that would have taken some time. And then if I wanted teachers to write about this, I would have had to print out or create another Microsoft document, type up some questions, put it on that document, print it out, and give that to the teachers as well. Or I could have used Google Forms and created a Google Form document as well, and then linked it to this reading and had the students in your case, but teachers in my case, fill out that form. And that's a lot of time. And now the cool thing about Google Forms is you can get it to grade it for you. If you use Microsoft Word document and print it, obviously you can't have, you have to grade that. So what we have here is a way to take all of that and integrate it right into the web page or the article or the document, online document that you want your teachers, in my case, or your students in teachers' case, to read. The tool to use that is called Actively Learn. Okay, and so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I've already downloaded that. I've opened it up. I've integrated that web page with Actively Learn, and this is how it looks. I could assign this easily to my class by hitting assign, importing it using Google Classroom if you would like. You can create classes if you would like. You can select grade levels. You can do lots of really unique things here. It's pretty nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. And then this is what it looks like. It gives me the ability to create some directions at the top of the web page. And then it gives me the ability to insert questions into the web page. So this way I don't have to create two different documents. I could put the question where I wanted it in the actual web page itself. So I like to give my students, in this case my teachers, something to think about as they read it. So here was question one, kind of like a precursor. And then the teachers will read through it, or in your case, students will read through it. And I inserted another question here. And it's really easy to insert questions. All you need to do is come through, find where you want to write your question, highlight that area. And when you do that, it gives you the option. Do you want to insert a question? Do you want to insert notes? Or do you want to insert a link regarding this? I wanted to insert a question here, so that's what I did. If you continue to scroll down through here, you'll see this was in blue, and there's a note over here. It says, for a short but quality video, click on this link. So if you click on this link, it takes you to a video as well. All I did was highlight that word, and when I did that, it gave me these options right here again. And so I inserted them. And if you continue to scroll through, you'll see here, it's not just a question. What I asked was a poll, because I want to get an idea of how my staff members feel. So you can do more than just questions. You can do short answer questions. You can do multiple choice questions. You can do polls. You have different options of questions out there as you roll through it all. Then I have a question there at the end. What's cool is up here on the right-hand side, it has too many questions. It has like a little barometer to give you an idea is if you're oversaturating the document you have with questions, which is pretty nice if you ask me. And then once it's done, all you do is go back to your workspace and assign it to your students. In my class, I'm going to assign, in my case, I'm going to assign it to my teachers, and then they go through and they read it, and they go ahead and answer it. And then just like a Google form, it collects all the data from the questions and the answers as well. So there you have it. An awesome tool called Actively Learn. I think it's fantastic. The free account gives you 3 different documents that you could use a month. So for a teacher in a 9-month period, you're looking at 27 different documents that you can use for free. If you like it, there's a paid subscription where you can do more. But it's a fantastic tool. It saves you a great deal of time, saves paper. If you're a one-to-one district, it makes sense. And before we go, for more information, always go back to the blog, to the Tech-ficient blog. Check that out, and that'll be updated. And then if you want to even see even more stuff, go to the other webpage, which is Breakthrough EDU, which has my mindful musings on it, where I will write just about different things that cross my mind. But as always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I hope this helps. Share it with anybody else out there as well. And I plan on doing this once every week or 2, depending on my schedule, because there's so many tools to use. All right, thanks so much. Take care.